Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Friday Night Frenzy Playoff Edition. When Calumet and Westwood met earlier this season, the final score was Copper Kings 14, Patriots 12, so another close game was expected this evening, and that is exactly what we got. In Division 6, Westwood and Calumet battling to advance to another week. The first half was a defensive battle. Neither team found the end zone, so it's 0-0 at halftime. Jumping ahead to the second half now, the action starting to pick up a little bit. Brent Lucas finds Matt Ojala for the touchdown, and Calumet goes for two, but they fail. The Kings take a 6-0 lead, and that actually turned out to be the game winner. Time is running out for Westwood. Now the Patriots 35 yards away from the end zone, but Nate Beckman is intercepted at the goal line, and that seals the deal for Calumet. 6-0 is the final. The Copper Kings play the winner of Elk Rapids and Traverse City St. Francis. That game is tomorrow afternoon. In Division 8 now, the 6-3 Model Towners on the road facing the 9-0 Hematites. And this is why Ishpeming still hasn't lost a game. First play from scrimmage, Matt Treywick, the ball carrier, and this is just a sneak preview of how the rest of the game will go. Treywick takes it 88 yards to the house. Two-point conversion is good. Hematites up 8-0 less than a minute into the game, and they were just getting started. Drake Sundberg punches it in from 3 yards out. And before you know it, the Hematites are up 2 scores halfway through the first quarter. Late in the first now, same score. Hematites back on offense, but a bad snap causes a fumble. It's recovered by Gwynn, and Model Towners catch a quick break, and I said quick because this is what happens later in the drive. Austin Forbes targeting Tucker Taylor, but Gavin Sundberg steps in front and gets to the ball first. The Hematites would score later in the drive thanks to Hunter Smith, so it's now 24-0 Ishpeming. That was the score after one, heading to late in the second. Gavin Sundberg, he's pretty good at this football thing. There's a reason why he is the Westpac Iron Division Offensive Player of the Year. 48 yards later, and he is in the end zone. Ishpeming increases its lead to 40-0 in the first half, and the Hematites run their way to victory with a 52-6 win over Gwynn. And Ishpeming meets the winner of this game. West Iron County on the road at Rogers City. Wycon's up 28-0 at this point. The Huron defense comes up with a huge 4th and goal stop there. Later in the fourth, the rain coming down. Caleb Beatty gets pressured. Somehow he makes it away from the pressure, and he's able to turn that into a big gain for Rogers City as they continue driving. Same possession now. Beatty sets up the screen to Michael Karsten, and he's got room to run with no one in front of him. That's going to be good for a Huron touchdown, but they still trail 28-8, and that is the final. West Iron County meets Ishpeming in the district final next week. Checking out the 8-player scoreboards now in Division 2. Rapid River snuck past Engadine 20-18. The Rockets play the winner of North Central and Forest Park, and those highlights are coming up shortly. Cedarville beat Hillman 44-6 on the road. Cedarville plays the winner of Kind, North Huron, and Posen, and that game is on Saturday. Pickford ran all over Forest area 51-0. Heading back to the action, Division 2 8-player, 5-4 Forest Park on the road against 8-1 North Central. Late in the first quarter, still scoreless until Brady Eichmeyer keeps it himself and turns on the Jets. He breaks the scoreless tie. Point after attempt is no good. The Jets, they're up 6-0, and moments later, he does exactly what he did on the first touchdown. He breaks free once again and finds his way into the end zone for his second touchdown of the game. The point after is no good. It's now 12-0 in North Central late in the first quarter. Jumping to the second quarter now, Tommy Peltoma and the Trojans get on the board to cut the lead to 4. And not too long after that, Peltoma marches in for 2 of his 4 touchdowns of the night. The Trojans take a 14-12 lead in the second quarter. Clock winding down now in the first half, and the Jets, they don't want to go in the locker room on the wrong side. Eichmeyer again, that's his 3rd touchdown in the first half. The Jets with the lead at halftime, but Forest Park pulls off the upset. 36-24 is the final from Powers. Forest Park will travel to Rapid River next weekend in the regional final.